tell me about the graffiti problem that's happened on this stairway. And we know that there's been one individual in particular that's been particularly problematic. So if you could say something about that so people could understand what's going on, we'd really appreciate it.
So once we first painted them, I would, because I lived up the street, I don't know, maybe every 6 months they just needed a bit of a top-up paint. And there was a bit of graffiti, but not too much. But then a guy came along and was doing his, to the hearts, he put sad faces and tears on them. We never knew who did it, and it just sort of ruined the whole art piece. It was like being vandalized. Like, it wasn't like just a graffiti artist doing a tag, it was an actual vandalism of an art piece by him claiming it then with what he's turned it into. So every time we would do a top-up, he would then come again and just put these sad faces on it.
And by top-up, you mean repaint it? Repaint
it, sorry, yeah. So then by this stage, I'm living down in Australia, and I had a team of people who would come and do the repaints as required. And again, every time he would just, like the next day almost, come and just paint it. And it just, they got, I don't know if this is an American term, they got jack of painting again. And then COVID hit, and so for the last 12 months, they weren't repainted. And he came along and he put tears the whole way down the stairs. There was another heart in the center that I don't know if he'd done or someone else has done. Sad face and tears on that, sad face and tears on this heart as well. And it completely changed the message of what these hearts were about, which was love and fun.
Yeah, in fact, many of our stairwalkers have been saddened by that. Those that saw this original stair candy artwork were appalled at what he did to it, because you're right, he tried to turn it into something that it wasn't. Yeah. And that's not cool. It's not cool when one artist takes another artist's work and then tries to, well, co-opt might be the gentler term, but steal is the word I would use. Yeah, or vandalize. Or vandalize.
And this is actually a sanctioned art piece from the city of Los Angeles now. It's a registered art piece. It is this. This is what it becomes. As I said, if you're going to tag something, that's a little bit different than actually changing the whole art piece by putting something sad over something that is actually really happy. So for the last 12 months, my team that were here didn't then repaint it, because they were like, it fell into disrepair. It was not looking good. It was quite trashed. Anyone who would have known about these and has deliberately come to Silver Lake to take a photo would have been really disappointed with what they saw at what they'd become. This is in the last 12 months. And so someone, I think locally, it definitely wasn't council, because they told us it wasn't them, came and whitewashed the whole thing about a month ago. And to be honest, I don't blame them. It was so trashed with this terrible sadness that they did what maybe I would have done the same thing too, but anyway. By
the way, I feel the same way. There are a number of us who would rather see it whitewashed than to see that awful vandalism of your amazing art.
I agree. So, you know, I got the call. A lot of people had put it out there that, you know, the steps had been whitewashed and they needed to come back to their former glory. So the sooner I could come over here, the better, from Australia. And so I came into town just 48 hours ago. I'm here for 48 hours more, and today we've had a team of fantastic people who have all come down to champion repainting the stairs, bring them back to their former glory and bringing it back to what it once was. And I really hope that they stay like this. They don't become sad. It's not a time to be sad. It's a time to be happy now. So, like, let's keep this as a happy piece as it's intended. So I can just hope that, you know, he doesn't come along and vandalize something that's really, really beautiful and so many people love.
Yep, couldn't agree more. This is a sanctioned art piece by the city, and I hope people will respect that and treat the work and the artist before us who did it with the respect she and the artwork both deserve.
Yeah, why thank you.
Well, thank you, Carla, so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Bye.